Have y'all seen this? So apparently we're not just having once in a lifetime storms, once in a lifetime tornadoes, once in a lifetime floods. We're also having once in a century solar eclipse, y'all, next month, when basically the sun is gonna be at its peak. I've never even heard of this, y'all. Did y'all? A solar eclipse in the month of August?
Hey, Shalom, Shalom, call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, that's giving all praise to the Most High. Name was only begotten Son, name of the Holy Spirit, double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us his truth and sincerity, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad, Shalom, 244,000. And real quick, I'm going to read this right here, and I'm going to let the video finish playing. It says, ever since the last year's solar eclipse, the world has never been the same. Okay, and really, the last eclipse, which I believe was a lunar eclipse. Yeah, there was a lunar eclipse. You know, last year we had a solar eclipse, but on Passover night we had a lunar eclipse. Okay, but they're saying how ever since the last year's solar eclipse, the world has never been the same. It says whole world will go dark for 6 minutes on August 2nd in a once in a century solar eclipse. So apparently the whole world is going to go dark, okay, for 6 minutes, which is very spiritual, man. You know, if you're paying attention, you know, we know what the number 6 means. Okay, that's the number of the beast, 666. Okay, and you know, August 2nd is in a week. Okay, it's Saturday of next week. Okay, which we know, a lot of brothers go to camp on Saturdays. All right, so we might be at camp on Saturday and witness a solar eclipse for 6 minutes. Lord willing, we do. All right, but this is a sign showing you what time we're coming into. Let's finish letting this play.
So y'all, this right here is pretty big news, because the fact that, do y'all know what solar eclipse represent, right? This is literally a reset on the planet. Y'all remember last year? Wait, was it last year? The April 8th solar eclipse. I think it was, yeah, last year, 2024, yeah. Right? After that, what happened? Nothing was the same. Everybody noticed the sun changed, right? The sun went extremely wider, extremely brighter, more powerful, and nothing was the same. People just literally became robots overnight, right? Am I tripping, right? I'm literally seeing NPCs everywhere, like people who cannot have a conversation, or people who just seem like they're not even here anymore, y'all. So y'all telling me we're about to have another one, and this time it's for 6 minutes? Remember last one, it lasted about 4 minutes, right? And they were doing some crazy things up in the sky. There were rockets up in the sky and all these type of things. CERNs were shooting up rockets. Remember that, y'all? This one's about to be for 6 minutes, y'all. What do you think is gonna happen? So check it, y'all. We're entering Leo season, where the sun is exalted in. This ain't a random thing, y'all. This is precision timing from the cosmos. Leo is the heart of the zodiac. It is the lion, the ruler, the solar throne. And coincidentally enough, didn't we just get a new pope that's called Pope Leo? And here is that number 62 or 26, 92 or 29 that has been going viral as of late, y'all. I've been telling my people to specifically.
Yeah, these are some interesting coincidences. But you notice he was saying 62, 26, you know, which is all surrounded around that 6, okay? Or if you have a 9, 9 is upside down 6, okay? So basically, you know, these are all the signs from the heavens. You know, these are all the signs from Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, letting the believers, you know, the awakened ones know that this place is almost up. This place is pretty much done, okay? And that's why the whole world will go dark for 6 minutes. And that's crazy in itself. How does the whole world go dark for 6 minutes? All right, this right here goes to show you that Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI is showing us something in the earth, that something is coming. And it's what the prophets have been warning you about all this time, okay?
Watch out for that number. And 6 plus 2 gives you which is infinity, which is karma, which is basically a double portal. So something is coming from the heavens down below, y'all. And again, it's a portal number. 8 is a portal number. So I would say after this solar eclipse, prepare for something major to happen within the shift of the consciousness of the people again, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this video. The shift.
Yeah, so, and that's another thing too. There will be, you know, as he said, a shift. There is being a shift in consciousness, because the elect is waking up, okay? The elect is waking up, and through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, all hell is about to break loose. Now they're saying 2027. It's in 2027.
Losses, just lessons, and your aura untouchable.
It's
Yo,
YouTube.
check it. This solar radiation is not just some cosmic event. It's activating ancient DNA in the chosen.
Look at this.
Yo, the military ain't even gonna know what hit them. Nah, they ain't messing with us after this. Yo, check this out. I don't even know how, but I can do this now.
Wow,
Yo,
this
he
video
really
heavy.
think he the main character. Bro, you got powers now. Man, shut up.
Hey, this is spiritual, bro. I didn't see this part, but I'm definitely gonna add it in here. It says POV: the solar flare activates ancient code hidden in your DNA, and you got jakes all over America with spiritual power. So they know something is coming, man. They know something is coming. Now, some of the comments I read said it was gonna be 2027. I'm not sure exactly whether it's gonna be 2027 or 2025. It doesn't matter. The point is still the same. We're seeing these signs of the end times. Lord willing, to come sooner than later too.
Whoa! Let me tell you something real. You ain't gonna make it out here running off autopilot. You gotta tap in. You must have a high vibration for the solar radiation to activate your DNA. Yo, they think they can just roll up on us with they damn robots. We ready for war. Let's show these motherfuckers what we about.
Wow, I didn't expect that, but that lets you know. Okay, that shows you what's coming, man. All right, let me see what we got here. I guess he's supposed to be showing all the the trajectories of the eclipses. You had these eclipses where it got X'd out. All right, so you get the picture. All right, let's go a few precepts to close out. I'm gonna make this too long. Just a quick update. A heads up. Somebody said 2027. Yeah, all. But keep selling fear, and that's the problem. People, they really don't fear. They don't want to fear. They don't want to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, but you will. This is Luke chapter 21, verse. Let's go to verse 25. It says, "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the seas and the waves roaring." So we're seeing these things play out on the earth, man. Okay. The signs, it's going to be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars. And the spiritual, how they showed you that, that video, I showed you that video of the AI of, different, places in America where Jake was realizing they was getting spiritual power. And, this is a common theme that's happening every time these, celestial events happen. There's these talks about so-called black people getting superpowers. Where's all this coming from? We know this is spiritual. It says men's hearts filling them for fear and for looking after those. And also too, another common theme is that, you've seen that with RDC World, I believe it is called. And those, they be doing those little skits or whatever. But it's a common thing where it's like Jake is not only getting the power, but they're getting the power to take over, to become the new rulers, the new kings of the earth, the new government body. Okay, and that right there is spiritual, because that's what's definitely coming. All right. So it says men's hearts filling them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Right, people seeing the things that's coming upon earth. And the NLT, it says, and there will be strange signs in the sun and the moon and in the stars, and here on earth the nations will be in turmoil, perplexed by the roaring seas and strange tides. People will be terrified at what they see coming upon the earth, for the powers in the heavens will be shaken. Right, these elites, they see these things playing out, and they know their time is short. It says, then everyone will see the Son of Man coming on a cloud with power and great glory. And I don't really go into the whole zodiac bullshit, but he said something about that zodiac shit. He said it was we're in the time of the Leo, okay? The rising of the sun. That's what's going into, man. Which is all spiritual, minus the horoscope stuff. It says, so when all these things begin to happen, stand and look up, for your salvation is near. So we see these things playing out on the earth. We know that our salvation is near. Our redemption draws nigh. Okay, well, it won't be much longer now. It says, 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 1, it says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And the Lord is visiting this earth right now, okay, with all these things happening. It says, Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people which are seeing that, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath the beginning and the end is manifest. So the end of this place is being made manifest. It says, Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. So yeah, this is, an effect, a sign of the end of this place, man. Okay, that the Lord is through with this place. All right, so if you paying attention, if you are spiritually alert, you can see that this is leading up to something, man. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by his faith, and by faith whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. All right, so the elect, all right, was sanctified from the beginning. Okay, that when this, when this shift happens, it's going to be the elect that's going to be, changed and, awakened on a higher frequency, not just any nigga. That's why it goes on to say, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. They're going to be in a pitiful case. Who is that talking about? The ones who rejected YAHAWASHI, the ones who couldn't receive YAHAWASHI of our people, are going to be in a pitiful case. You're going to wish you had aligned yourself with the spirit of YAHAWASHI when this is all said and done. All right, but it's going to be too late. All right, so hey, yeah, this is something to, to look out for. Whether it's this year or 2027, we know these things are happening in the earth because the Lord is through with this place. It won't be much longer now. Shalom, coming to Allah, Abba.